Hi guys, it is Tamara. Thank you so much for coming back to my channel. Welcome back. Today we're going to be talking about Maslow's hierarchy of needs, and I think that this is an appropriate time to talk about this topic. One reason is because we are going through a lot of changes in our society. And if you're like me, you just recently went through some changes with your health, right? There's a lot of people who are going through changes financially, emotionally, psychologically, and physiologically as well. So Abraham Maslow's hierarchy of needs kind of shows us what happens to our world when we neglect one part of it and we favor another, or one part of it is going well and the other part is not. So I'm going to talk about that in today's video because I think there's some interesting connections between the hierarchy of needs and trauma. So this is going to be a two-part video. In this video, I'm going to talk about just Maslow's theory, Abraham Maslow's, and then in the next video I'm going to tie it to trauma. So let's just go ahead and jump in. Thank you so much for being with me today, guys. In this video, I encourage you to give it a thumbs up if it is helpful to you at the end of the video, but right now I encourage you to go ahead and hit that subscribe button so that you could stick around with us and be a part of our growing and validating community. I think the benefits for you in this video is that I'm going to highlight Maslow's hierarchy of needs. In case you have never heard of that before, I'm going to break it down, and then I'm going to also in the next video tie it to trauma, and I'm going to define in this video the different stages of need. Okay, so I have a clipboard right here, and I'm just going to start out by doing how I do with my own clients when they come into my office for sessions. And it looks like it's going to be more of an informational kind of a thing and not so much a counseling or psychotherapy. What I usually do is I explain the best that I can in layman terms what some theories are that may be helpful to us. So Abraham Maslow's hierarchy of needs is something that came about out of a paper that he wrote back in 1943. He wrote a paper in 1943 that talked about human motivation. That's a little bit difficult to find, but you might actually be able to Google Abraham Maslow's name, and you might be able to find like a copy of the paper, or some kind of commentary on what the paper was about. Okay, so you can do that. You can also go to googlescholar.com, or you can just type in Google Scholar in the Google search box, and you can look for an article by Abraham Maslow that talks about his hierarchy. But when he wrote this paper on human motivation, his theory was this: that if we don't have our most basic and immediate needs met, then we're most likely not going to be able to draw our attention, or put our attention, I should say, on other things. Okay, we're not going to be able to grow, we're not going to be able to develop, we're not going to be able to survive, we're not going to be able to give of ourselves if our basic needs are not met. Okay, and that's pretty self-explanatory, but he had a pretty interesting pyramid. So this is how it went. All right, so we're going to make this pyramid. Okay, so I'm just going to do a simple triangle like that, if you can see that. Okay, and we're going to go all the way up to 5. Okay, I like when I talk to clients about this pyramid to make it less complicated and intimidating, I like to go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, so 5 is at the top, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So this is usually how I do it. Okay, whoop. All right, that's usually how I do it. Now for the bottom part, which is going to be number 1, okay, for that part of the pyramid, this is really the basic primitive needs that we have, right? So on level 1, we need physical shelter. Okay, so we need physical shelter, we need air, which is clean. Okay, we need water, we need food, and we need sleep. Ask any new parent that. They will say we absolutely need sleep. So, and someone like me who just got over COVID, my God, my sleep was so turned around. So I really need sleep. So yeah, so this is the first stage, okay, of Abraham Maslow's hierarchy of needs. He says we basically on stage 1 before we can move up to stage 2, okay, which is more of a emotional level. We need to have our basic needs met. And the basic needs, I'm going to put right over here for you. Okay? Stage number 1, we all need shelter, food, sleep, all of that. That's important. Okay? Number 2 is love and belonging. Okay? Love and belonging. That's the next stage. So the first stage is physical, and the next stage is love and belonging. And here is really where we're looking for places to show our morality, or places to be where we can show our morals and our ethics and our values. We also need health in this stage, good health, right? That means everything. Take it from me. We also need employment in this stage, right? We need the ability to sustain ourselves financially. And then I feel like there's one more that I'm missing. Oh, family. All right, there we go. My wheels are starting to roll again, guys. Be patient with me. So we need morality, right? And we also need to be able to have family and friends and closeness, belonging, right? We need employment, and we need health in stage 2. Okay? So stage 1 is physical, stage 2 is love and belonging. And I'm going to put them right over here for you. 3. So we have physical, we have love and belonging, and now we have safety in level 3. Okay, now safety has to be there, because if we have our physical needs met, we have our emotional needs met, then the next thing on the pyramid is going to be safety. Okay, at friendship, we are looking at family, and we are also looking at responsibility. And I have this here on my notes. We're looking at friendship, we're looking at family, we're looking at responsibility. This is the category where, we have to see that there's some safety, that there's a place that we can trust, that we can rely upon. Okay, that is level 3. Now level 4 is known as esteem, and what we're looking for, what we need as humans in level 4 is confidence, right? Responsibility. We also need achievement and respect of others, right? So if we don't have that, or we don't see that, we're gonna feel like we're missing something. So again, for 4, we're looking at esteem, and so we're looking at a need for confidence. We're looking at a need for respect of others. We're looking at a need for confidence. And we're also looking for, which I have here on my notes, achievement. If we don't have that, then we're going to feel like we're losing something, okay? And the last one, which is stage 5, and that's at the very top of the pyramid, we are looking for creativity, right? We need creativity in our lives. We need a lack of prejudice in our lives, right? We need inclusiveness in our lives. And we also need morality. And so what Maslow is basically saying here is that we are motivated by these things, okay? So let me go over them one more time, just so that you guys will be very clear on them. Level 1 is physical. So we need food, we need shelter, we need clean air, and we need sleep, right? Some people put sexual activity in this category as well, which not everybody needs that, right? Some of us can live without that, but that's a part of human need. It's a part of a human desire. So we can throw that into the physical category, okay? Category 2 is love and belonging. And so we need health in this area. We need employment. We need our family and our friends here, right? And we need to see or have access to a sense of morality in this particular category. Category 3 is safety, right? We need responsibility. We need to see it. We need to experience it. We also need friendship in this area and family. And then we also need safety in this area as well, right? There has to be a place of safety, somewhere where we can call home, somewhere where we can feel safe and protected. Number 4 is esteem. So we need creativity in our lives, we need confidence in our lives, we need respect of others in our lives, and we also need achievement in our lives, right? 5 is the last part. I swear, if you guys saw any of my other videos, my particular office, there's always a motorcycle that drives by when I'm doing a YouTube video. I swear it's on purpose. So those of you who have seen my other videos, you're probably cracking up right now, because this happens every single time. But category 5 is the last part of this pyramid, and it's at the top of the pyramid. And this category is known as contributing. And so here we're looking at creativity and how we're contributing to the world, how we're not contributing to the world, right? We're also looking at inclusiveness in this area, and also kind of a sense of morality and belonging, okay? So these are the 5 stages of Maslow's hierarchy of needs, and his whole idea is that we are motivated as human beings by these 5 stages. Not only are we motivated by them, but we need them, we crave them, and when we don't have them, then we don't have what we need, okay? And lots of things can happen and if we don't have them, and I'm going to talk about that in the next video, so stick around for that. So thank you so much for coming back to my channel, and thank you for all your thoughts and prayers for my health and well-being. And we're going to keep moving forward, guys, with videos in August. I have a pretty good stash of topics that you guys have suggested and that I want to talk about, and so we're going to get on to that now that I'm feeling a whole lot more healthy and motivated. So stick around for these videos that are coming up. All right, guys, I'll see you soon.